Hi, this is John. I tell you, people, I think, I really do think that we are living in the end of days here on earth. I really do. I've never seen this much destruction and anarchy in my entire life. Ever. I'm 63 years old. Thank God I'm in really good shape. I've been blessed that way. But, sheesh, you know, uh, all this talk about aliens, the news and other government officials and Air Force people and whomever, I mean, are saying that we actually, sorry about that we've actually got uh, biological proof of aliens that were 10 feet tall, and a lot of sightings of alien aircraft that are real and factual, factually happened, is scary. It makes me think. It makes me wonder. Am I religious enough? Have I have I been forgiven for all of my sins? Have I asked to be forgiven for all of them, without just saying all of them? Have I named them? Have I? Am I anywhere near righteous enough to be saved? All those things go through my mind, and then of course, I wonder about my children, but I worry about me. Uh, I, I, I mean, it's something to think about. Are these 10 foot tall people actually aliens, or are they, you know, are they just giants that walked the earth before? Uh, because the angels came down and they had they had sex with women, and which made these big tall giants. So I wonder about all that. The Bible's just continually coming true, word for word, act for act. And now the next thing to come, if these aliens are not aliens and they are actually giants that are going to walk the earth again, uh, the next thing is rapture. So I was listening to a young lady a while ago, and she's correct. Or one of these days, maybe pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, people are just going to disappear. And of course, the government's going to say, it was an alien abduction. Maybe the government knows that, they know something's fixing to happen. They know it. They feel it. You know it, and you feel it. Something horrific, which could be great for Christians that are true Christians that will rise above. But for everybody else, it's going to be hell. Actual, literal hell. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? That's a question only you can ask yourself. That's something you need to get straight with God now. All these things that you're doing, all these things that you planned on doing tonight or tomorrow, maybe you should rethink that and live a lot better, cleaner life, because we may not be promised enough time to hear this next message I'm going to play. Some of us just may be gone. It's something to really think about. I hope and pray and beg God for my forgiveness of all the sinful things that I've done and thought about. Uh, I beg you, God, to forgive me of all of my sins, and I will say that to Him in a dark room all by myself, and I'll start naming them off. But I think we all need to back up and and do some real life thinking about tomorrow may never come. Here we go. God bless each and every one of you. And I hope and pray that you're all saved and you all go to heaven. And I hope and pray that you start thinking and asking forgiveness for the sins that you have committed or thought of committing. Love each and every one of you. It's not too late.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations, greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Believers in humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position. But the rich should take pride in their humiliation, since they will pass away like a wild flower. For the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant. Its blossom falls, and its beauty is destroyed. In the same way, the rich will fade away even while they go about their business. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. When tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me, for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. Don't be deceived, my dear brothers and sisters. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all he created. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Therefore get rid of all moral filth and the evil that is so prevalent, and humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like someone who looks at his face in a mirror, and after looking at himself goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. But whoever looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues in it, not forgetting what they have heard, but doing it, they will be blessed in what they do. Those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world.